Ups and downs in life are very important to keep us going because a straight line, even in an ECG, means we are not alive. Words of India's most beloved and respected industrialist Ratan Tata. On October 9th, at a Mumbai hospital around midnight, the 86-year-old business tycoon flatlined. Former chairman of the Tata Group, Ratan Naval Tata, was a name synonymous with grace, humility, and kindness. The great grandson of Jamshedji, who founded the Tata Group, Ratan Tata, was born on December 28, 1937, in Mumbai to Suni and Naval Tata. In 1948, when he was just 10, his parents separated. Naval Tata married Semul Dhanoy, with whom he had a son named Noel, while Ratan Tata and his brother Jimmy were raised by their grandmother, Nawaz Beg Tata. In an interview many years later, Ratan Tata said, "Our grandmother taught us dignity above everything else, a value that stayed with me." Ratan Tata studied at Campaign School till class 8th and then at the Cathedral and John Connell School in Mumbai and Bishop Cotton School in Shimla. Ratan Tata was passionate about architecture, but his father wanted him to be an engineer. His grandmother intervened and Ratan Tata made it to America's Cornell University, where he graduated in 1959. He landed a job at an architecture firm in Los Angeles, where he worked for 2 years. It was in LA that he fell in love and almost got married. Unfortunately, his grandmother fell ill, and when Ratan Tata decided to move back to India to be with her, his partner refused to join him due to the 1962 India-China war. Their relationship fell apart. In 1961, Ratan Tata joined Tata Steel and worked on the shop floor, understanding the plight of those around him. Years later, when Tata Steel was downsized from 78,000 people to 40,000, he made sure that they were paid their present-day wages until the day of retirement. Over the next few years, Ratan Tata worked in different areas across multiple companies within the Tata Group. In 1975, he completed an advanced management program at the Harvard Business School. In 1991, J.R.D. Tata stepped down as chairperson, a position yet held for 50 years, naming Ratan Tata his successor. J.R.D. Tata was accused of nepotism and Ratan Tata branded the wrong choice. However, the Tata Group became a global source to steel conglomerate with several strategic acquisitions under Ratan Tata's leadership. These included the purchase of London-based Tatleti for $4.3 million, acquisition of truck manufacturing unit of South Korea's Daewoo Motors for $102 million, and the takeover of Anglo-Dutch company Corus for $11.3 billion. In 2008, Ratan Tata acquired Jaguar and Land Rover from Ford for $2.3 million. Making it the Indian automotive industry's Neil Armstrong moment. Inspired by a family of 4 struggling on a bike in Mumbai rain, Ratan Tata made the world's cheapest car in 2009. The Tata Nano, priced at 1 lakh rupees, became a symbol for innovation and affordability. Ratan Tata's other ventures included Tata Docomo, Starbucks, Zara, Ritz-Carlton, Boston Royal, Big Basket, and the reacquisition of Air India. During his tenure, revenue for the Tata Group surged 46 times to 4.7 lakh crore rupees, while profit jumped 51 times to over 33,500 crore rupees. Ratan Tata was committed to social welfare, giving 65% of company's profit to charitable trusts for education, rural development and health care, with a special focus on making cancer treatment affordable. In 2000, Ratan Tata received the Padma Bhushan, India's third highest civilian honor, and then the Padma Bhushan 2008, the second highest civilian honor in the country. Ratan Tata stood tall during the 26th level when the Taj Mahal Palace hotel built by his great-grandfather Jamshedji Tata was attacked by terrorists. He vowed to look after the families of the hotel employees who were killed or injured, pledging to pay the salaries they would have earned for the rest of their lives. Ratan Tata did not marry a Parsi. He maintained a low-profile lifestyle, lived in a simple house in Mumbai's Kolaba, and drove a sedan. His hobbies were listening to all Hindi songs, painting, playing the piano, reading, and flying planes. In fact, he was the first civilian to fly the F-16, also called the Fighting Falcon. But nothing gave Ratan Tata more joy than to play with his four-legged friends, his pet dog. Goa was a regular at many business meetings. Ratan Tata once declined an invitation to Buckingham Palace as his favorite Tito had fallen ill. He ensured that Bombay House, the Tata Group's headquarters, remained a haven for stray dogs. Ratan Tata led more than 100 companies, employing nearly 66 million people who for more than 20 years. He retired from his position on December 28, 2012 at the age of 75. Ratan Tata was succeeded by Cyrus Mistry at Shapoorji Pallonji Group. However, Mistry was removed from his position in one of India's biggest boardroom coups in 2016, and Ratan Tata served as an interim chairman. In January 2017, Natarajan Chandrasekaran was appointed as chairman of Tata Group and the successor to Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata invested his personal savings in Snapdeal, Ola Cabs, Xiaomi and Dogspot. He enjoyed retirement, but it wasn't about playing golf or relaxing on a beach. He spent his time on philanthropic activities through Tata Trusts, one of India's oldest charitable institutions. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Tata Sons and Tata Trusts pledged 1,500 crore rupees to supporting India's fight against the virus. Ratan Tata was a billionaire with a large heart that ensured that kindness never went out of fashion.
To keep us going, because the straight line